Hi, and thank you for participating in this brief webinar. I am Kevin Konkey, the Vice President of EHS Technical Services for Hygieneering, and I will present a high-level overview of the most common environmental, health, and safety consulting, testing, training, and emergency response services we provide to our clients. Our team of degreed, experienced, and board-certified professionals have been developing proven, feasible, and cost-effective solutions to environmental health and safety issues since 1987. We are a 100% women-owned and operated business, certified and accredited nationally and in the Midwest through the Women's Business Enterprise National Council, the State of Illinois, Cook County, many Fortune 500 firms, as well as the Illinois Department of Central Management Services. Before we get into the environmental health and safety consulting, testing, training, and emergency response services we provide, I'd like to provide some key information about our company. As with most companies, we have competitors too. There are many environmental health and safety consulting firms to choose from. We like to tell our potential clients that our advantages are experienced and dedicated professional staff. For example, the average tenure of our senior management team is roughly 20 years of service. In case you are wondering, I have personally been with Hygieneering since 1997. We also like to tell potential clients that we are large enough to have the expertise needed to address their tough EHS issues, but small enough to always provide the personalized service our clients deserve. Hygieneering provides professional environmental health and safety services throughout the United States. Much of our business is within roughly a 100-mile radius of our headquarters located in Willowbrook, Illinois. At our headquarters, we have a 10,000 square foot training center where we host various open enrollment, environmental health and safety training sessions, and professional association meetings throughout the year. We also have a satellite office in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin to better service our Wisconsin clients. Considering that OSHA and EPA regulations apply to most private sector employers, we provide environmental health and safety services to a wide variety of industries. This slide contains a list of some of the industries that we service. This slide contains some of the most common industrial hygiene and safety services we provide to our clients. To begin with, we provide qualitative and quantitative occupational air and noise monitoring assessments. Occupational exposure monitoring should be performed to quantify employees' exposure to noise and air contaminants such as respirable crystalline silica, organic compounds, aldehydes, and welding fumes. We monitor noise and air contaminants in a way that quantifies employees' exposure as compared to occupational exposure limits, and our reports can be used as OSHA compliance information. Our ventilation system assessments provide documentation that systems are operating as designed or provide the information you need to address any deficiencies identified. We provide annual laboratory chemical and fume hood assessments which include cleanliness and a working condition assessment, including face velocity measurements and airflow calculations. We can also assess industrial ventilation systems such as canopy hoods, downdraft tables, etc. These assessments typically include a qualitative assessment using smoke tubes and quantitative airflow measurements for comparison to design specifications. Clients' requests for interim on-site environmental health and safety professionals have grown in demand over the years. Interim on-site environmental health and safety professionals are typically requested to augment a client's existing in-house environmental health and safety team for a specific project or for a turnaround. We have also been asked to provide interim on-site environmental health and safety professionals as a stopgap until a client can fill an open position and/or when there is a hiring freeze. It could be for a short-term or long-term assignment. The environmental health and safety professionals we provide are vetted and have the experience, knowledge, and qualifications to meet your requirements. Two basic goals underlying most EHS audits are to determine compliance with applicable regulations and to measure conformity with an organization's own management system. This distinction explains why audit experts, like us, often speak of two different types of EHS audits. The first being a compliance audit, such as an EHS audit, and secondly, management system audits, such as an ISO 45001 audit. We provide both of these types of EHS audits, and we also provide safety culture assessments to help our clients understand safety-related perceptions and attitudes of its managers and staff. As we all know, specific OSHA and EPA regulations require written programs, plans, and procedures to be developed and assessments to be performed. For example, OSHA requires written programs for lockout-tagout, permit confined space entry, hazard communication, respiratory protection, bloodborne pathogens, and hearing conservation if applicable to your operations. Furthermore, some of these OSHA regulations require specific procedures or assessments to be performed. For example, OSHA's lockout-tagout regulation requires the development of energy control procedures for your machines and equipment in your workplace, whereas the permit confined space regulation requires an assessment of the workplace to determine those spaces that quantify as a permit confined space. The EPA also requires written plans to be developed, such as stormwater pollution prevention plans, spill prevention control and countermeasure plans, and large quantity generator contingency plans if applicable to your operations. We offer a wide range of OSHA and EPA required written program, plan, and procedure development and assessment services. OSHA's Process Safety Management Standard covers the manufacturing of explosives and processes involving threshold quantities of flammable liquids and flammable gases at 10,000 pounds or greater, as well as 137 listed highly hazardous chemicals. EPA's Risk Management Plan rule implements Section 112R of the 1990 Clean Air Act amendments. R&P requires facilities that use listed extremely hazardous substances to develop a risk management plan. OSHA's PSM and EPA's R&P regulations are closely related. Hygieneering's team of trained and experienced professionals can develop your PSM program for you on a turnkey basis or assist you in coordinating or developing any phase or element, provide on-site implementation assistance, assist with management changes, pre-startup safety reviews, perform process hazard analysis, initial or revalidations, and compliance audits, and lastly, prepare off-site consequence analysis. We have a specific webinar that further goes into the details of our OSHA PSM and EPA R&P services. Please check out this webinar for more details. Training employees on workplace safety is time and money well spent. An environmental health and safety training program can result in fewer injuries and illnesses, better morale, and lower workers' compensation insurance premiums. We offer on-site, virtual, and off-site safety and health training at our EHS Training Center located in Willowbrook, Illinois. A few examples of the training we offer are permit-required confined space entry and non-entry rescue training, HAZWOPER 24 and 40-hour initial, refresher, and incident commander courses, NFPA 70E arc flash, DOT RECRA hazmat, powered industrial truck operator training, aerial lift training, OSHA 10 and 30-hour courses for general industry and construction, as well as first aid, CPR, and AED training. This firm was founded on asbestos service projects back over 30 years ago, and we are a leader in the industry in the Chicagoland area today. Now called our Environmental Construction Group, which reflects our comprehensive services that assist our clients with hazardous material issues in building, operation, renovation, and demolition. The focus of our Environmental Construction Group is on asbestos, lead, universal waste, and mold. This division is comprised of environmental professionals who are trained and licensed inspectors, project designers, abatement project managers, and air sampling professionals that work under the direct supervision of credentialed environmental service directors, certified industrial hygienists, and certified safety professionals. These environmental services fall into three main categories to address the contaminants of concern. First, comprehensive building inspections to identify, quantify, and evaluate the contaminants of concern such as asbestos, lead paint, or mold. Second, where applicable for materials such as asbestos or lead paint, the preparation of operations and maintenance programs to comply with federal, state, and local regulations as well as occupant safety. Third, when remediation is necessary, the preparation of abatement and restoration project specification, soliciting bids from qualified contractors, project management, documentation, and environmental testing services through final completion of the project. We offer turnkey services enabling us to retain abatement, remediation, and/or demolition contractors and provide an additional layer of project management, insurance, and removal of liability for the client. Projects commonly involve commercial office and school district renovation projects, adapted reuse, and brownfield projects addressing conversions of environmentally distressed properties and prepping buildings for full demolition. Our Indoor Environmental Quality Group focuses on providing our clients with a proactive approach to maintaining healthy and comfortable indoor air quality. We have over 50 buildings consisting of school districts and commercial properties that are active in our proactive indoor air quality program. The program in summary consists of the following: facility and HVAC system inspections for poor indoor air quality risk factors, air testing of common indoor air quality parameters and air contaminants for conformance to applicable guidelines and regulations, a written report that includes recommendations to improve air quality where appropriate. These proactive services are provided annually or biannually, depending on the client's needs. In addition to our proactive indoor air quality assessments, Hygieneering's expert indoor air quality group offers solutions to address your indoor air quality concerns, including indoor air quality complaint situations, odor investigations, mold and moisture investigations, flood-related biological testing, airborne particulate monitoring and testing, allergen testing, turnkey ventilation cleaning, as well as Legionella water testing. Our environmental service group focuses on providing our clients with environmental reporting, program development, and testing and assessment services. We assist our clients in preparing environmental reports such as EPRA Tier 2, TRI Form Rs, hazardous waste, and emission reports. We have a specific webinar that further goes into the details of our environmental reporting services. Please check out this webinar for more details. As discussed on previous slides, we can assist in developing environmental programs such as stormwater pollution prevention plans, spill prevention control and countermeasure plans, and large quantity generator contingency plans if applicable to your operations. We often provide Phase 1 environmental site assessments, commonly referred to as ESA or Phase 1 ESA. These are completed to research the current and historical uses of the property as part of commercial real estate transactions. A Phase 1 ESA identifies potential or existing environmental contamination liabilities. Depending on the findings of a Phase 1 assessment, a Phase 2 might be necessary. We offer soil and/or groundwater testing to determine the presence and/or extent of contamination. If remediation is necessary, we can develop a health and safety plan for the project, better known as a HASP, perform air monitoring depending on the extent of contamination and requirements set forth in the HASP, retain remediation contractors, and provide overall project management from the beginning to the end of the site remediation activities. We also offer the same remediation services if you have a site with an underground storage tank that needs to be removed. Lastly, we offer a wide range of EPA compliance training such as hazmat training, DOT, IATA, IMDG, HAZWOPER, 24 and 40-hour initial, refresher and incident commander, RECRA, SPCC, and SWPPP training. In summary, this was just meant to be a brief overview of the environmental health and safety consulting, testing, training, and emergency response services we provide. We can provide each of these services discussed in this webinar on an individual basis, or we can develop a customized service plan to support your environmental health and safety needs. We would welcome the opportunity to assist with your environmental health and safety needs or answer any questions you may have. If there is a specific need that might not have been mentioned in this webinar, reach out to us to discuss that need. This slide contains my direct contact information if you need to get in touch with me about your environmental health and safety needs. Thank you for tuning in to this brief webinar. Be sure to check out our website for future topics to get an idea of the EHS services we provide and how we might be able to assist with your EHS needs. Thanks again for watching.